What's up guys, Evergreen Fly Guy. I got something exciting. So as you guys know, I've been complaining about my vise kind of falling apart on me and wiggling and being loose, and I've been complaining about scissors too, being dull. So I finally decided it was time to go get some new fly tying stuff. So I have some stuff to show you guys, kind of like an unboxing. Little stuff. So I got some new scissors. These are the Dr. Slick tungsten carbide scissors. Pretty nice looking. I don't really remember. So they ran, yeah, it says right here, ran me about $35. Hoping this will be a good investment. I had good things heard about this. Somebody told me they had this exact pair and it lasted them over a year before they started dulling. So that's awesome. And for the vise, we got the Renzetti Traveler 2000 rotary vise. So let's get into opening this guy. If I can, one-handed like this. Oh, just 1 second. Let me get the sheath off here. There we go. We'll use the old scissors here for the plastic. Alright. Okay. Let's get this guy opened up. Ooh, my favorite part of anything. Stickers. That's a cool sticker. Distribution division. Huh, that's really cool. I got 2 more stickers for the yak. We got our manual on how it works, all the pieces. Oh, then we have our beautiful vise itself. So that's 1 piece. And 2 piece is this nice heavy base here. This is much heavier than I expected to be. So I'm gonna set this guy up for you guys so you can see it, and we'll get back. Okay guys, so I got it all set up. Kind of took me a minute, that's why I turned off the camera. So it comes in like multiple parts as you saw, and your base goes right here into the shaft. There's an adjustment right here. There's a little pin on the bottom right here that you guys can see that right there that adjusts to keep that down. There's also a little piece of metal that runs right there underneath the cradle arm, or the thing that holds the cradle to the cradle. You can also turn this and adjust the cradle as you need it. So it's a rotary vise, so it does turn. You can adjust that kind of with this right in here and a little bit on the arm back there. I will say if you try to pull it that way, it unloosens your arm, so you kind of have to just go one direction with it. You have your adjustment for your hook right here, and that gets super tight, so much more than this one. This one's just, if you can see, there's a little gap in there. It does not do small flies well, but this is just so beautiful. Like, I'm so glad I upgraded here. Alright guys, so we're starting with this base piece right here. There you have your knob on the side here, this large piece that connects to the bottom, and then on the bottom you have this bit that screws in right there. Now they include this Allen key for you. Simple thing there. I'm not going to undo it because I have it on here where I like it, but it's super simple. Just screw it in right there. I chose to turn this back part out because that's how it showed it in the diagrams on the pictures. I really don't think it matters. You could probably have it out there right there if that's how you want to do it. Doesn't matter. Next piece is where your vise right here connects to this bit, which connects to the shaft here. Now I can't get this undone because I tightened it on here very well where I wanted it, but you'll see a hole right here, and then the shaft will have a bit. You just screw down on top of it. Another very simple step. So next thing, not gonna put it in here just yet because you have a part for your cradle and a part that helps support the cradle. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Doesn't matter if you do this side that way or this side that way. Just scoot it up to where you think the cradle will be. You can adjust this later. I'm just going to put this right here. Then I'm going to hand tighten this white one for now. We'll come back with the, let's see, okay. We'll come back with our Allen key and tighten it. Now the support piece for the cradle, this kind of has like a rubber grommet feel type to it in the middle somewhere. Just scoot that up just like that with the smaller thing facing up, and it just sits right there underneath it. Now we'll go ahead and plop this bad boy in there, and you can go ahead and tighten this up a little bit to keep it steady in there as you're working with it. If you want to, you can go ahead and take your cradle arm and you can just slide it in this little hole right here. Adjust it how you want it. This little black knob that we showed earlier, that tightens it. That'll tighten that right there in place so that's not moving. You can tighten that down a little bit more if you want to keep it in place a little bit better. Adjust it how I like it there. Alright, now we're going to move up to the back side of the piece here. So right here you have another one of these adjustments. You don't really have to mess with it that much. I just plugged it into mine. I'm not really fully sure what it does there. I haven't found a use for it yet. But you also have a cap that comes with it. You can stick that on. So for how loose this is, it looks like it's controlled from back here. You can tighten this right here. So if I'm going to put mine like about in here, that way it turns fairly easy. Loosen it a little bit. Next step is our handle. Just pops right on there. You're going to follow that by this rubber or this plastic grommet they include. Then you're going to follow that by your other knob. Make sure the bigger end is turned out. Tighten that down. You might have to hold it in place as you tighten it up. That little bit just came off. And there you go. You are rotary vice, rotaring. You should, if you got it tight enough, you should be able to go both directions and not have an issue with it. You can pop that back on if you're like me and it just popped out. You can also, if you don't think it's tight enough, you can move stuff, you can adjust it if you want it perfectly aligned and everything. And then yeah, it's actually fairly simple once you put it together your first time. Make sure you don't lose this unless you're somebody like me who has tons of them. Still don't like losing tools, so don't lose it. You can adjust that bottom cradle arm there now because it's pretty set in place there. And that's simply it, guys. That's the Renzetti Traveler 2000 with the base pedal setup here. You know, this base, I kind of expected it to be a little bit more lighter. It's fairly heavy, and I like that. I mean, it's not like super heavy, but it's heavy enough just to keep your vise in place. It's so much better than even my clamp-on old vise. So we're going to have to say goodbye to this guy. It's done me well. I've tied thousands of flies on it probably now. Or close to thousands maybe. I don't know. Poor thing, worn out. The handles, the little vice grips up here are just worn out. I lost all the grommets back here. It doesn't turn well anymore. It's jammed up. But it'll enjoy retirement on the wall. Won't be forgotten about. Helped me through some fun stuff. But that's it, guys. Well, that was it for that video, guys. So that was the Renzetti unboxing and setup of the Traveler 2000. I cannot wait to get tying on this vise. I absolutely love it. Stay tuned. Check out all we got coming. I got a bunch of videos coming up doing more fly tying. We got more fly fishing, bass fishing, kayak stuff. I got a lot of stuff planned. So stay tuned. Hit that alert bell. And most importantly, get out there and catch some fish.